here. Let me see your butt.
Podcast to the Nautilus.
Crap monster. Oh man, we lost our Zoom license.
Yeah, in the middle of the last episode. I don't know, Caleb, we didn't even tell you about this.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it literally didn't tell us that we lost the Zoom license until the middle of the episode when it just said like 5 minutes left in your in your meeting.
Yeah,
and we had to like cut it together. It was maybe the worst episode we ever done.
Well, this is good. At least this is the last time we have to do one on here because I'm getting over my COVID, and you guys are probably both completely negative, right?
Yeah, I would
definitely
feeling 100%.
Yeah, I definitely don't have any COVID at all in my body.
Yeah, you guys have been like staying inside, you know, taking care of yourselves.
Yeah. I've been ordering grocery delivery, so only people that don't matter get exposed.
You guys definitely didn't go to one of the biggest COVID hotspots in the fucking world and hang out with a bunch of Uber Eats drivers, right?
No.
Yeah,
no, I don't even know what you would be talking about.
Yeah, that wouldn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, even if I did, I'm safe for 3 months, I think. My scientist friend told me that if you get COVID...
Wait, what? Okay,
Patrick was
hold
fucking
on.
going around, he was saying, like, no, I actually can't get COVID for 3 months. And we were like, oh, really? And he was like... Yeah, this guy I know who's a scientist told me.
No, it's not a guy.
You don't have a scientist friend.
I have a scientist friend.
Who?
Dr. Lisa Bobby.
No, you don't know a Lisa Bobby.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. You don't know Lisa Bobby.
I know Lisa Bobby.
No, you don't.
Uh-huh.
No. What is she assigned? What's her field of study?
COVID-19, actually.
Where'd you go to school?
Traeger University.
Traeger University. Okay. Like the smoker?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
They specialize.
What do they specialize in?
In, you know, the thermometers that can detect whether or not you have a fever for COVID. So
meat thermometers for people?
Yes. Yeah, you put it right you put it in your butt and it
Come on, man.
What? Where else is it gonna go?
Your mouth.
Your mouth.
Your mouth or ear.
Have you guys ever had to take a thermometer in your butt?
Well, I didn't have to, but I did.
Not have to, I guess. Yeah.
I didn't have to. I did it by choice.
Why?
Accuracy.
He's lying.
It is more accurate, supposedly.
He's lying.
Yeah, but the problem is it's like one of those like forehead read ones.
You shot a laser into your asshole.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones that's like it's like on an iPad. There you can it has the camera on it. You're supposed to line up your face with it.
Yeah, no way those work.
How was Florida?
Oh, dude, it was amazing.
It was swagged out.
It was a YouTube Red original.
Dude.
Yeah, that's fucking sick, man.
Dude, it was a Tubi original that weekend.
Damn. Dude.
Yeah, we stayed at an Econo Lodge.
You stayed in one?
And the door never opened, dude.
You stayed in an Econo Lodge with
We
no door?
stayed in an Econo Lodge and the door never opened.
Did I say stayed it in?
Yeah, you did.
I like that you said and the door never opened. Like that would make any sense to anyone besides me.
Yeah,
the door to the hotel room was fucked up, and you had to like try and open it like 100 times.
Yeah,
it's an Econo Lodge, man.
Yeah, but you know the door never opened.
Yeah,
I slept in my clothes both nights.
We stayed in there, and the door never opened.
I just love my little kid friend.
He literally is fucking the second day. He woke me up at like 7 a.m. because he just woke up and he's like, "Well, it's time to be awake now."
He does that,
fucking
dude.
6 years old.
He's such a nightmare. That's like I feel so bad for fucking Neil having to live next to him. Just hear him just knock on his door if he wakes up too early. Just sitting in the doorway.
Can I open my presents now?
Hey Neil, I threw up. What am I supposed to do?
I have done that before.
Yeah, I know you have.
I knocked on his door to ask him if a sweater looked weird on me.
Just interrupting all his meetings and his fucking work shit. Yeah. To be like, should I checkerboard my shoelaces? Is that still cool?
I'm actually going to do that now.
Yeah, you should, man. Yeah. We need to bring that back.
Yeah,
that shit was so cool.
Oh man,
I miss when people did cool shit with their shoelaces, man. Doing a super
straight laces.
With laces.
Yeah,
yes, dude. Straight laces were sick.
Straight laces on the etnies, dude.
Yeah, shit was clean. You look like a cartoon character.
Uh-huh.
Unbelievably cool.
Dude, I have the next big thing.
Huh.
Barbed wire shoelace.
That's cool. That's pretty cool.
You have to tie them. You have to tie them with gloves.
I just tie my shoelaces together, and I hop around. That's
a good one.
What up? It's pretty much it's Matt Brick outside, and this is the new vibe.
Mm-hmm.
When I tied my shoes earlier, that shit was a Shutter original. Check out my shoes. They're tied together, bro.
I tied both my shoes together.
What are those shoes that don't have laces?
Slip-ons.
The slip-ons. What are those? You know those slip-ons that people always wear?
Vans slip-ons.
Yeah, those ones. I'm drilling lace holes in those.
Yeah,
that's smart.
That's gonna be my big fashion thing.
There used to
I'm cutting a tongue into them too. I'm making them look exactly like a normal shoe.
Well, the whole shoe is a tongue.
No, I'm making them into a normal shoe.
Think about that.
In my
I'm
laboratory.
covering my body in laces and I'm going to be a mummy.
Yeah.
Yep. We in fact got lunch and I was laughing so hard. Like, imagining being like, going into a restaurant and being like, yeah, I'm actually a food scientist, so I'm going to study this food to make sure that it's good. And it's way too hot, first of all.
Dude,
and second of all, the whole vibe is off in here, so I'm going to need to teleport your restaurant back into my food laboratory and do a few updates.
We were at some like fucking what was that place called?
Dude, Pat literally saw a restaurant across the street called Love Child and was like, let's go there.
They said
Love Child.
It said it had Cubanos. I wanted a Cubano in Tampa. I heard that that's where you go for Cubanos. But it was not an authentic Cuban place. It was not owned by like a 5-foot tall
You mean
guy.
Authentico?
Authentico. It was not Authentico. It was very trendy. It was a good good lunch, but
it was good food.
Yeah. But it was not Authentico.
We got
Dude, had a vending machine that had a Tamagotchi in there.
What?
Yeah.
That's
sick. They had a vending machine like for zines and stuff.
Yeah,
that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, and we got, what was it, like Yuca fries or something, and
it came with purple sauce.
I like picked up the fry and I was joking to Pat, going like, ow, it's too hot, and like the waitress like walked behind us right behind us.
Dude, you did that like 3 times, 3 separate times. Cameron like said something, and the waitress was like right behind him, and he didn't know, and like the fucking like you saying like I'm a food scientist, like she popped up right then. Was like, is everything good over here?
We're like, oh yeah,
you tell me I missed this trip, man? Because of some fucking stupid
virus
that brought me to the very knees
exist
of
in the real world
of my life. Brought me to my very knees.
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting here.
Do you have very knees?
I have very knees, and it brought me to them. I was sitting. I was in my room. Jana still is testing negative, so I've just been sitting in this room for 9 days, just by myself. Damn. It's been so awesome, dude. It smells like
actually swag.
It smells so like it's unbelievable how
Are you getting
much
meals
this room
under
smells
the
like
door?
a fart. No, she can't.
You don't eat?
She sucks at cooking, man. I
so you were lying. You didn't
make the food while she's at work, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Make the worst food ever. And then I just go back into my room. I've just been making like lentils and shit. I'm just sitting in the room just fucking farting all day.
Dude, you missed you missed Applebee's. You missed Tampa Applebee's.
You guys know how much I love Applebee's.
Dude, I got the Aloha
never been to Applebee's
margarita
before.
Yeah.
How's that even possible?
Cameron's first Applebee's trip, you missed it.
The inaugural Applebee's trip?
I saw 2 waitresses walk directly into each other and drop a bunch of food.
I missed that because I got the ribs at Applebee's and immediately had to shit so bad. Dude, that trip fucked my gut up.
The ribs made you shit. You think it was the barbecue sauce?
No, we got Waffle House in the morning.
That'll make you shit.
Yeah, no, I forgot about that. I almost got. I said, let me get like double hash browns, everything on it, and then she said, "Do you want chilies?"
You got everything on it?
Yeah.
That is.
I said, almost. I got sausage gravy. I almost got
everything on it.
I almost got sausage gravy
you
and
have to figure out what I mean by that.
Can I get hash browns with mostly everything on it?
Most of the stuff on it. I didn't want to sit there and go chopped, fucking smothered, covered, and
that's like the whole reason
peppered.
Why they named it fun shit, so that it doesn't feel like a chore.
So you can
say
yeah, I
smothered,
just
covered,
said that.
Chopped, peppered, and staked. What's the other one?
I don't know.
Ah, fuck.
Fuck.
But I almost got sausage gravy and chili on it until
good.
the other waitress came over and was like, "Are you sure you want chili on it?" And I was like, "No, absolutely not. I could not handle that." Dude, I thought she said chili, and I thought that she meant chili peppers, dude. I thought she meant
She
like
thought
chilies.
they had chili peppers at Waffle House.
Yes, I thought they
Yeah,
had
I thought they had a
poblanos.
nice poblano chili at Waffle House. No.
Well, they have jalapenos.
Yeah. Last time I was at Waffle House was around Christmas, and I went with Noah, and Noah started. Noah went to the bathroom, and then all these people there. It was just two groups of people there, and all these people just started yelling. It was 3 a.m. They started yelling through the bathroom door that they could hear him shitting. It's like, "Oh, I hear you shitting in there. That's nasty as hell. Ooh wee, ooh wee." And we just sat there. We just did nothing. We just didn't even talk to them. We were just letting Noah get destroyed through a bathroom door while he dropped a nasty Waffle House shit. He didn't even eat anything. He just went into shit.
He brought that from home.
Yeah, no, it's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, dude. Our Uber driver made fun of us for going to Waffle House.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew if you
He's
were
like,
there.
"Man, if you're from out of town, you didn't know better than to go to Waffle House."
We told him we
I was
liked Waffle House.
No, man,
and he
I
didn't
like
talk to
Waffle
us.
House. I'd try to go here
Guy's
whenever
a
I'm in the
fucking
South.
idiot, man.
And then he just didn't talk for the rest
Yeah.
of the drive because I fucking showed him up with my intellectuality.
What was it like to destroy him in his own car?
We rated him 1 star and didn't tip.
That's right. I don't
put a-
tip these people anyway. I'm trying.
Dude.
I mean, it's European.
Hey, here's a tip.
Crazy
Get a
as
real
shit.
job.
Crazy
Yeah,
as
that's
shit
right.
was down there. Every fucking Uber driver asked us to give them 5 stars.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
time we would get out of a ride, and that's the thing. That's because everyone owns a car and drunk drives.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's no reason to call it.
That was the
Uber there.
strangest. I that was so strange to me, but I guess it's normal. I don't know.
What part of Florida were you guys in?
Here in Tampa.
Tampa sucks.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
horrible,
Tampa's
dude.
the worst, dude.
It's the worst place ever.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Oh, shout out to Shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to our boy. No,
Yeah.
This podcast isn't for shout-outs, Pat.
Yeah.
I just wanted to.
You can
just
start
wanna-
your own. You can start your own fucking podcast, or you can say your friends'
That
names.
is, if Pat did a spin-off podcast, it would be an hour of him shouting people out and saying thank you to people.
Yeah.
I'm thanking him for showing us
It's
a
not
good
even
time.
thank you. He's saying hello.
Yeah. He'd just be like, "Oh yeah, and my that guy Greg.
Yeah.
Good to meet you, man." He should be doing that for
No,
an
but for
hour.
real, shout out Vladimir.
Yeah. Vladimir, you were low-key crazy
He was one of
and
our
scary.
Lyft drivers, and he was cool.
You just
Are
had
you
a
guys- are
Lyft
you
driver
guys
named
mad at me?
Vladimir?
You guys
Yeah.
mad at me or something?
I'm mad at you because I haven't seen you in so long. I need
Yeah.
to wring your neck. When I see you, I'm gonna wring your fucking neck.
Oh, I did. Speaking of Lyft drivers, we did see a really good Lyft driver fun fact.
Oh yeah.
Our Lyft driver Hoy, his fun fact was, "I can and will dance in public."
Whoa,
Pretty
that
good.
is good.
It's a good one.
Remember that guy that we asked him if he like his fun fact said he
His
loved.
fun fact was, he liked savory snacks instead of sweet snacks, or something like
we
that.
got in the lift and we were like, "Ah, man, hey, settle a debate for us. We're having this debate. Which one's better, savory snacks or sweet snacks?" It's like 3:30 in the morning, getting into a lift, and he's
Talking
like,
the whole ride, yeah.
I
And just
don't
being
know.
like, yeah. Well, I like pretzels, but I don't like Hershey's chocolate bars.
I just don't get it. How
You
do
guys
people
are-
like
it's-
sweet snacks?
it's
Savory
so-
snacks are definitely better.
It's the worst getting into like Ubers with you guys sometimes.
Why?
It's so fun. Like the fucking,
You just
If-
you'd rather
Caleb-
just look at the ground.
yes.
No, dude,
I'd
you-
rather look
you-
at the ground, give them a nice tip, and say
If-
thank
if
you
I
and
was-
go.
No.
No,
Patrick,
a Lyft
if I
driver
what?
is literally there to be the ant under your magnifying glass, dude.
I don't
You should
believe
be
that.
eliminating him from existence.
They have to listen to whatever you say.
You remember
They're not
that,
gonna-
dude? There was
What?
one time I was just me and Caleb in a car, and the Lyft driver honked at the guy in front of him, and Caleb was just like, "Is that your enemy?" And then for the rest of the ride, you kept saying like, "Yeah, I'm thinking about getting a nemesis and an enemy. I'm thinking about I'm finally gonna get a nemesis."
It's
And then you kept asking me who my nemesis was, and I didn't want to answer you, and I felt so uncomfortable in the car.
You're shy.
That's what's
In
great
the
about
car,
riding.
Dude, I'm shy as fuck, but not in lifts, baby.
The great thing about a Lyft driver is it's like having, like riding in a Lyft with Patrick is like having two Lyft drivers. 'Cause it's like two people who just anything that you say to them, they're just gonna be like, oh yeah, yeah. They just won't talk to you at all.
Except every once in a while they'll say something like, oh, you know, there were like 100 murders here.
Yeah.
It's like, out of nowhere.
And you
I
say,
like to-
it's
I
about
like
to be
to bring that up.
101. How would you
Yeah.
fucking pedal to the metal, you slow motherfucker?
That's right.
That's right.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
Yeah,
If I wanted to go this slow, I would have got a city bike, pal.
When I was a kid,
Step on it.
whenever we'd go to the airport, my dad knew this taxi driver that he would call. And he would always call this same guy. And he drove a minivan. And he had a little, remember those little screens, that those little like portable DVD players that people would have in their cars on like the back
Oh, I
seat
thought you
of
were going to say he had a little
Yeah.
wheel that you played with.
No, I wish. He had one of these
Why
portable...
don't they have those in lifts?
He had one of these portable DVD players that he would set on the console, and he would watch the Final Fantasy movies while he was driving.
That's
It was
tight.
the sickest shit ever.
That's
also,
so sick.
There's only two. There's only two
Lyft,
Final Fantasy movies. He would rotate between the two.
literally every time we took this car, he was watching one of the Final Fantasy movies. They should put in lifts like in a student driver car, how you have a second steering wheel and a second brake,
Yeah.
so
they
that
should.
you can just do.
No, they
whatever
should
you
put
want.
a little steering wheel in the back so you can pretend like you're driving too.
That's for you.
Yeah,
Driving
a
in the
little,
front, actually driving.
a little horn that I can press.
You should be able to honk the horn whenever you
Yes.
want.
Oh, there
I
should
agree.
be
Yeah.
there should be a button
be able
in
to
the
pay
back of the
extra.
lift. You pay a little bit
Yeah.
extra. There's a button in the back, and you can just hold down the horn.
That's
whenever
what that's what the fucking the like Lyft or like Uber subscription or whatever is, where you can you can like get like
they
a
should
premium
add
version
so many
of it.
more options. You should be able
Yeah.
to call a cash cab also for an
You should be
extra
able to
fee.
drop. You should be
Some
able
of
to
them
drop
have
like
them
spike
here.
strips on the ground behind it too.
Yes.
Oh, dude. You know what sucks is when you
Batmobile Nitro also.
You know what sucks is when you get you're in like you have the subscription, you get in Uber XL, and then the person behind you is in an Uber Black, and he throws the blue shell at you.
That shit sucks.
Yeah.
Is it Uber Black? Is that the Bentleys and stuff?
I don't think they have Bentleys. I think it's like they get like a black Escalade. I don't think they have like Rolls Royces.
I think that's what it is.
No, I think it's like I think they get like a
I
like
think
an
you're
Audi
wrong about
sometimes.
this. I think you're wrong.
There should also be Uber hang gliders, and you can like get if you're like in a
Oh,
building, you want
yeah.
to get to the next building.
You should be
like
able to
the
Uber
parachute
shoot.
from Warzone.
You should be able to Uber shoes that you can walk in and then drop off
Yeah,
when you don't need
Oh,
them
dude,
anymore.
like the Inspector Gadget shoes,
Yeah.
like the
No,
big ones. That
no,
you can,
actually, no,
big
just normal
stilts
shoes.
that you can just
They should.
throughout the city
I
in.
don't think those are street legal. I don't think you can have giant stilts on the street. I think you need to have a license or a permit to be on stilts.
That's not true.
Yeah, that's not true at all.
There's no way that if you walked around Brooklyn with stilts on, the police are going to stop you.
I mean, they tell you to stop, but I don't think that they're going to stop you because you don't have a license. I think they're going to stop you because you're
Wait,
walking
are you
around
talking?
on stilts.
Are you
No,
talking
they're-
like walking in the bike lane on stilts or walking on the sidewalk on
walking anywhere on stilts. You're not. They're not. They're going to
I
stop.
agree
you.
that they're
they're
going to
not
stop you, but
gonna
I don't think
stop
that there's. I don't think that there's something you can show them that would get them to not stop you.
The only
There's
thing
gotta
that's
be a
gonna
parade.
There's
the only
gotta
thing
be
that's
a-
going to stop you is a guy with an Android phone going, "Oh, only in New York." What the fuck?
That would be good to become. I mean, I feel like there is a whole because so there's the guy who rides around Manhattan with the basketball on his head.
Oh, I
who
love
I've
him.
seen
Oh, he's the
multiple
best.
times. He goes,
Yeah, he
I
has
got
his
it.
own horn. I
he
love
says,
him,
"I
dude.
got it." And there's who else is there? It might just be that guy.
Oh,
I'm
Tweak
thinking of.
Season.
Donald
Who's Tweak
Trump.
Season? There's Donald Trump. Who's Tweak Season?
Tweak Season's the guy on TikTok who walks around and finds weird shit and makes fun of it.
I don't know that dude.
Oh, dude, if I ever ended up in one of those, I'd kill myself.
But there's a definitely a hole to be filled for maybe a like a bald white guy on 10-foot stilts
Yeah.
Yeah.
or a unicycle.
Oh, here's what you can do. Okay, so you get like 10-foot stilts and like an Uncle Sam costume.
Yeah, that'd be huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
That
have
would-
big hands too, like big like foam fingers. Mm-hmm. but they
Do you guys
have-
want to start a parade?
Yes, dude. Oh my god, I'm so fucking glad you asked. I was trying to sneak it into this conversation.
You know, we could walk around in a two-person llama costume.
Do you guys want to start a weekly marching band parade?
Yeah, I'm down.
That the route is every single street. We go we snaked out. We just surround every block in Brooklyn, so we annoy everybody.
Just ruin
24
it.
hours.
Yeah.
24-hour parade, and we get big
Because people are
guests.
used to Despacito blasting out of a car when it speeds by. They're not used to.
Despacito.
Yeah, the
They're
song
not used to a
Despacito.
by the way, very slow parade.
Yeah, super
Yeah.
slow.
Okay,
to
first-
all tubas.
An all-tuba wheelchair parade.
People
Right?
in wheelchairs playing tubas down fucking Myrtle Broadway.
Yeah. And just see what... We
And-
just see what...
Just
how
the
long
worst,
it happens.
The worst cyclists in the world, too.
Because what are these cops going to do? Stop a bunch of young people in wheelchairs trying to express themselves? That's a bad look for the NYPD.
Yep.
I think more likely they just keep... That wheelchair parade just keeps going until they get fucking blasted by an Escalade one day.
They get all the way to the Brooklyn Bridge one day, and out of nowhere,
Yep.
big
Just a
old caddy.
huge honking Escalade just destroys them.
An Escalade with 50 more tuba players hanging off the side.
Mm-hmm.
They're like,
Yeah.
we can do a faster parade
Hey,
than you.
and then
we can
once-
get a way faster parade down this
Then
street.
they're gonna, after a while of the parade, the cops are gonna be like, "Okay, you guys have to have a parade license to do this." And then one tuba player on every train car on every train,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
24/7 until they let us do the parade again.
Do you guys want to start maybe a flash mob, kind of improv everywhere type thing?
Yes.
I was thinking about that.
I've
the
been
other
doing
day,
them. I've been doing them by myself
We
since
could
the
do like a
pandemic
we
started.
I
could
was
do
thinking
a
about being, like,
three-person flash
the
mob.
first guy to ever see a flash mob. I literally probably would have killed myself. Just
I
on
would
the
have thought
spot.
it was
I
a
would have
fucking
been
happening.
so
dude.
scared.
Yeah. I would have been like,
I would have been like,
these
"That's it."
people. There's some kind of infection.
Yeah,
These people are being controlled.
I would
by-
literally never trust reality again.
Yeah.
Dude, if I saw a flash mob, I'd feel so left out.
Yeah.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
A flash mob should just based on the name, a flash mob should be like a million women just showing their boobs to.
I think
the
that's
world.
what it used to be.
That can't be true.
And then PC culture ruined it.
Really?
Uh-huh.
There's another L for PC culture, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. it should
Well, because
be-
it was, I think, wasn't it a flash mob because it was the no pants subway ride?
You know, I'm gonna be real with you. I haven't done all that much
You're
research.
cutting in and out.
Yeah, your shit is fucked up.
Yeah.
My shit's fucked up.
What the fuck?
It's
Right.
fine on my end.
What's wrong with you, dude? Turn your video off.
Okay.
Oh, we got to use that audio. That was so
No,
How about now?
Doing the extra work.
Am I
Yeah, it's a
normal
little
now?
bit. I think
He's
so.
sitting there going, shit, ma.
Oh.
I sounded normal over here.
Oh, man.
Of course you did. You're talking out loud.
My ears sound fine. I mean, I'm not talking any differently over here.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know all that much about flash mobs, Pat. I haven't done, I guess, as much research as you have into
I've
the
never-
art.
I know.
Well, you seem to know the origin.
I
You
know the
scrolled
no
down to
pants
the-
subway ride.
You scrolled down.
Everyone
to
knows
early-
the no. Everyone
That's
knows the no
that's
pants
you
subway
googled
ride.
you googled no pants subway ride. Will I get arrested? And that's how you.
Well, one day I've lost my
discovered
pants.
that.
It's not hard to fucking
It's not hard
What?
to what?
It's not hard to lose
Not
your
hard
pants
to-
sometimes.
It's not hard to expose yourself to.
It's not hard to
dozens
go
of
swimming.
Unwilling
Go swimming in the
standers
East
by.
River.
Oh, what's this? It's 3:15 p.m. on a weekday. Guess I'm going to lose my pants. Oh, there they go. Oh, there they go.
Oh,
And I'm on the
I hope-
subway. Oh, SMH.
great. Oh, I'm off the subway. I hope I don't take an especially winding route home today. That surrounds several very crowded restaurants and, dare I say, playgrounds? No. I couldn't.
Just every day. Every day I get shit for being myself. Every day I get bullied.
It would be so
Being
funny
yourself.
though to to be like you know, like an exhibitionist and pretend that you lost your pants and are trying to get home and just like walk like in a giant spiral like around your house.
Yeah.
Like trying to take the
dear.
longest route
Oh
possible.
dear.
I had my
Oh
GPS
God, I
in
lost
my pants.
and I'm completely lost.
I had a piece of paper with my address on them in my pants, and now I can't find them.
I forget my home. Oh
They're
dear.
right. They're in your hand. Oh, they were in my hand the whole time like a remote. Oh God, this is embarrassing.
Oh, there he goes again.
Yeah, what the fuck's wrong with your shit,
God
dude?
damn it, dude.
I can
You're
hear
ruining the
I can hear
episode.
myself. I'm gonna ruin the episode regardless.
You're
Don't
ruining
you're
test
not.
me.
everything right
Yeah.
now.
You're not
Yeah, I
gonna
will.
do shit.
I will.
You won't
Bring it-
do shit. You're a coward.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a coward.
You're the cowardly lion.
Check out this. Ah!
What's that?
Would a coward make that noise?
What was
Did
that?
that
A
scare
whisper?
you? Damn it!
No,
No,
it
that
wasn't
only
a
works in
whisper.
person. Fuck! I miss you guys. Damn it! I hate this. Ah!
It does suck.
All right. So today we got
We have. I mean, as
which one should we do first?
I think
writers.
the odd one.
All right.
Wait, which one's that?
They're both
I'll send it
sent
to
in
you.
the chat.
Fuck- Wait, are these made by? Yeah, they're made by the same guy. Wow, this guy,
Perfect.
I gotta check this dude out. This guy's a serious
Okay.
writer.
The first line of their bio is really good.
Yeah. So this is today. We're doing top 10 things writers do that are seen as odd by Siri, and we're looking at Siri's profile. It says 17 Seattle. I was naive and kind of lame when I first joined this site. I've changed.
Facts. I can
Joined
relate to that
summer
100%.
2018, early Gen 19, if we still use that terminology. I like to write. Check out my stuff here. I'm mostly inactive, only occasionally logging in to comment and check on my stuff. I'm one of many who left the sinking ship that is this site due to admin's pointless changes and needlessly strict personality.
Ooh.
And can I please change my name to Second World or Ashai? It's probably not that hard to add that feature.
Facts.
So, the description to top 10 things that writers do that are seen as odd. Sometimes when writing a story, things go well. Other times, things go wrong. What you can always count on, though, are things that some might think are strange.
Yeah.
Wow.
That
It's
is.
so nice
I
to
definitely
get-
had that experience.
I mean, like, I would say that all three of us are writers, right? We're working on different...
definitely.
I mean, I have a novella in the works that I've been kind of talking to people about, shopping around.
I'm
It's,
working on it. I'm working. Yeah. Oh, well, you said yours. Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, it's 7 pages long.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a novella. You know, it's not like technically that as long as like a normal novel, and it's actually about a great white whale. But I've been working
7
on it for
pages?
a little bit. Well, yeah, I feel
That
like,
sounds. I mean, that honestly sounds. I can imagine some of the scenes in that being painterly.
I mean, like, I guess for me the most important thing is like concisity in my writing,
Definitely.
and like it being like easy to understand for like a more broader like general audience.
Yeah. Well, I'm
know.
actually kind of on the other end of the spectrum because I've been working on this like it's kind of like a multi-format piece. Like I would say it bridges the gap between a screenplay and a poem, and it's about 792 pages at the moment. But I'm trying to kind of thread in different influences like plays, definitely novellas like yours, like spreadsheets, pencil drawing. And just kind of as many different mixed media as I can add, and I think that it will kind of like bridge, a lot of experiences throughout the universe and help people understand what it's like to read a
That's
800
cool.
page.
I love
pieces
that kind of
paper.
multimedia, like David Foster W style thing. You know
Definitely,
what I mean?
yeah. It's also very like House of My Leaves.
Yeah. One thing that I've been looking into recently is like edible pages. Like once you read the page, you can actually eat it with your mouth.
Oh yeah, destructibility. That's actually
Yeah.
big in my work.
Yeah, like
You
because
can
I
do
feel like
that
everything is
anyway.
just everything is so like ephemerality. It has
Definitely.
ephemerality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I need to. I'm getting super into like things that are ephemeral.
Yeah,
and I feel like
have you read any No David?
no. Have you read
No
what's
David's
that?
huge in the destructibility scene. I
Oh,
would
did
I
he
would
write?
recommend checking.
Did he write Gaunch's Bluff?
No,
No.
no.
Oh, who? Oh,
That was me.
that was. Nuh-uh. That
Yeah.
wasn't you. That was
I wrote the
Schweizer.
sequel.
I just write to my pen pal. Well,
Really?
I'm not anymore. He was in prison.
Pistoleries.
He passed
One of the
away
finest
a couple
genres.
days ago.
Love Pistoleries.
Yeah.
So, as writers, like I think we can all probably relate to this. Like, we might not be the same as other people in a kind of
Definitely
way.
odd and strange
Like,
in
we
the
might
perception
be-
of like society at
Like
large.
to a normal person, like have you ever thought of the fact that maybe like the blue that you see is different from the blue that I see as like
Yes.
a writer? Yeah, so that's a
it
huge
could
part
be
of what my
it could
book
be
is about.
BLOO.
Exactly. So, number one, they see their characters as real people, but confined within the walls of the mind and page. So, I mean, I think every writer in the damn world could probably relate to this one, right?
I relate to this comment right here. It says, because I am a man who makes tainted mistakes that I highly regret so much that I want to forget my illusion mindset, which I'm not delusional anymore, but a man who hates Jeffrey, a teen who is struggling his anger issues, and mostly of all, I believe that I don't like hate, that I like all of the people around me, but my anger encrypted of who I am, and it's not my fault I have anger issues. I don't know if I've been abused or not. I didn't respond because I was busy.
What?
Well, Siri actually responds here. He says, "All right, we get it. Now, can we end this petty conflict while you let it reach a conclusion?" Like again, kind of writerly,
Definitely. Conflict.
Yeah, exactly.
One of the biggest hammers in a writer's toolbox.
Exactly.
It's all hammers. They're just different sizes.
It's 100% hammers because we're nailing the words onto the page, much
Absolutely.
like the nails were thrusted through the hands of Christ.
Yes.
Christ.
Who?
Okay, well, I got a book recommendation for you, my good friend, and it's actually the Holy Bible, the New Testament specifically. You can ignore the Old Testament.
Oh, I only read the old one.
What?
Yeah.
Number 2, they find that their world and characters are quite prominent in their dreams.
You sound...
Your audio's going...
Dude, what's going on with your Wi-Fi?
My Wi-Fi is normal.
No, it's not.
What?
It's normal now.
Robot.
I've just recently made the switch to AOL, and
Really?
Yeah, I might be running out of the disk space.
It's
Actually.
probably... It could be your typewriter.
well.
interfering.
Oh
I mean,
yeah, you have one of those fucking typewriters that connects to the internet.
Yeah.
Okay, well, somebody
It's like when
else
you turn
read
the
number
microwave
2
on.
then.
Sure. They find that their
Okay.
world and characters are quite prominent in their dreams.
Oh yeah, like I have this character I've been writing about, Dracula.
Right.
He
Yeah,
keeps
I-
showing up in my dreams. He's like, ah, and I'm like, ah, and then I wake up.
I've actually been working on a short piece that's been infecting my dreams lately. It's called A Missive for a Matriarch, and it's actually about Patrick's mom. And
Oh,
I've actually
wow.
been dreaming about it twice a night.
She got you guys Christmas presents, and you still make fun of her on here.
I didn't make fun of anything, my
You're-
dear friend.
You guys disgust me.
How could I make light of such a beautiful maiden such as your
No.
mother?
She's the one who makes light. She
That's
brings
right.
light into this world.
Like you.
I have to add that line. 1 second, guys.
I dream about my stories all the time. Usually it ends up being me and my friends with the personalities of the characters that are most like us. Yeah, me too.
Sometimes I dream about my characters. They can wake me up an ungodly hour, and I have to write the dream in my journal there and then, or I fear of losing a potentially good piece forever.
Yeah,
I mean, who hasn't had that moment as a writer?
Oh,
Waking up, you're in a cold sweat. You're so possessed by the spirit of the dream that you just had that you have to run to your typewriter, and you have to write about having a fart power at your middle school.
Yeah, you get to the typewriter, you sit there, you write down, I was naked at school, and there was a test that day, and all my teeth fell out.
Oh, how deliciously lowbrow.
What?
I actually love indulging in that kind of lowbrow, pulpy, if you will, kind of writing.
I sit down at the typewriter some days and I think, let me allow myself to play in the mud today.
What would a moron write? What would an absolute moron write? Oh, I have an idea. And then you go.
And then you just let it run free. Like a hog across the countryside.
You should write that down. Number 3, they're able
Just wrote
to
it down.
tell what another writer was feeling when writing a story.
Definitely.
I mean, that is so, to me, that's like huge. It's like, because I'm a writer / empath. That's what my LinkedIn says.
Bibliopath.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel kind of exactly what, like, for example, like when I read Huck Finn, I feel racist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. When I've been reading this list, I mean, I can tell that this person was sophisticated, and yet odd.
When I read Mark Fisher, I feel dead. It's really, I mean, like, it's an incredible power.
It's crazy
that
you
I
say
have.
that too, because when I read Shakespeare, I also feel dead.
It's
And
actually-
David Foster Wallace too, and
When I read David Foster Wallace, I feel dead
But
and high.
interestingly, when I read the lyrics to Tupac's music, I feel vibrant and full of life, and I feel Cuban.
This entry comes from when I was reading Wings of Fire, Book 5. It was around then that I truly saw myself as a writer, and all of a sudden, I saw past the page and into what the author felt while writing. It's kind of like empathy. I was able to understand what they felt, but not through reading expression and vocal tone. Rather, it was through how happy or dark the book was. When any book I read from then on got sad, for example, I remembered losing one of my own characters and could tell that they too were sad while writing the scene. See my list entry for how characters can seem like real people for a basic explanation for why the writer was sad.
Ugh. I hate losing my characters, but at the same time, I gotta say, kill your darlings.
Your
Kill
darlings
your
need
babies.
to die.
Yep. They need to die.
yeah,
That's
like
the first
like,
step to any book.
like Clementine.
Clementine, I mean,
darling
Harold and the Purple
Clementine, I
Crown,
killed
he
her.
should have died.
Yes. He should have been excised.
He should have
From that series.
been gutted like a pig in the first page or two.
Absolutely.
Would have been a much
It's about
a
making the
far
reader feel
fairer
something.
book.
And cut out those unnecessary descriptors. It's Harold and the Crayon, if you please.
That's right.
We can see that the crayon is purple. There are pictures in the book.
Exactly. Show, don't tell.
I can
Harold
also
Harold moved the crayon across the page and it shined purpley. Much
right.
better.
and also there should be more.
And that's a
pictures
much better
in that
title
book.
too.
They basically only have pictures on every other page. There should be one on every single page. I think.
Definitely. It's all about showing.
And maybe just call the
A
book.
picture's worth 1,000 words, you know. That's a lot more words you can fit on a page.
So you
Right.
could write 1,000. You could write a 1,000-word book with one picture. They say.
They do say that.
Number 4, they write at odd hours. Guilty.
As charged.
That's actually really good.
That could actually be a good line of dialogue. If you want to steal that, I wouldn't mind. I'm all for other writers borrowing my strokes of ingenuity.
If inspiration hits and I get a eureka moment at 5:13 a.m., I can't help but go with it. I write at all times. Mainly, though, I like to set a time to sit down and write, usually around 7 a.m.
We all know 5:13 a.m. Writers
I mean-
are all too familiar with 5:13 a.m.
They call it the writer's hour for a reason.
They call it the
5:13
minute
to
of Eureka.
6:13 a.m.
Here's the problem I have with eureka moments. So I'll wake up maybe like 4:36 a.m. I'll get up, I have a eureka moment, I go to the bathroom, have a eureka moment, and then it's done. And then I go back to bed.
See, you need to snatch that inspiration from the heavens and
Yeah.
actually write. You need to
it's
put
hard-
pen
it's-
to paper.
It's hard to find time to have a eureka moment when you have roommates.
That's
It's also
true.
it is absolutely, and you know, I've had roommates who complain. They say, Caleb, at 4:30 in the morning last night, you know, I have work at 6. I can't just hear you in your room going Eureka over and over again. You know what I mean? Like I see the glow of the giant blue exclamation point above your head coming out from under the door. Like it's it's pretty disruptive. And I say, well, here's an idea. Go fuck yourself.
That's right.
You say that?
Hey,
Yeah, 'cause
Imagine-
art,
imagine
I don't
the-
care if people get hurt while I'm trying to create art.
imagine the clatter of my typewriter keys is the pattering of rain against your window, and let it lull you into a dreamless sleep, where you'll hopefully stay forever, my friend.
Yeah.
I would
That's
never
right.
say that to my roommate.
Imagine the sound of my
Kill your
Razer
darlings,
Black Widow
Patrick.
Ultimate mechanical keyboard with Cherry MX keys. Like, imagine that, the switches that I'm hitting that sound oh so loud. Imagine they're gunshots in war-torn Syria, and you have to sleep one last night because you never know which one will be your last.
Wow.
That's right. Oh, how I would love to rent a cabin in Syria and stay for a month to complete my novel. Now,
I mean,
that would bring
be
delightful inspiration to my
amazing.
writing.
I've
and
looked for
immediacy
Airbnbs in
unheard of.
Aleppo, but they're actually very expensive.
I went to an Airbnb one time, and I looked at the spice cabinet, and they had Aleppo in there.
See, now that's something you could write about. You know, to us people in the West, Aleppo is a spice. To the people in the Far East, which is what I call Syria, Aleppo is actually a city.
Is
So
that
that's
is that
kind of-
what it's from?
So that's what we, in writing, in English, in language, call
Yeah.
a dichotomy.
Yes.
See, I'm learning a lot here. As a mentally challenged man, I don't. I'm not a very skilled writer.
And
I think I'm the only one.
but Patrick, that is a unique perspective to write from.
Yes.
I guess that is true.
Tell
And
your
it's not,
story.
hey, don't doubt, it's not mentally challenged, it's mentally invalid.
Patrick, I want you to sit down and I want you to write your story. I want to see your franchise launch. I want to see your first novel.
See, when I was in
Patty Doran and the push or pull door.
when I was in
The
school,
mystery of the push door.
when I was in school, we had a
The
class called writing
answer to the
concepts.
mystery is printed upside down at the bottom of every page.
Patrick approached the target. It was red like an apple.
There was a ball outside that was round like a ball.
He looked
And
he,
it bounced like a ball
He
bouncily.
investigated the door. The answer to whether it was push or pull was apparent, but it was facing the wrong way for the people leaving the store. Therefore, impossible to decipher.
Patrick tried to leave the store. Upon trying to leave the store, Patrick discovered it was closed. The outside was closed, and he couldn't go through. And then 100 pages later, Patrick realizes, in fact, that it was the open sign, the back of the open sign on the door.
Wow. Wow.
Moving. Emotional.
Number 5.
See, I thought that the sign said nope.
Number 5. They look at the small, unneeded details and everything.
Oh.
See, I mean, leave it to me to notice a molecule, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
Because I actually do notice molecules on almost
do.
everything that I eat.
I can tell you just this morning, I saw it when my girlfriend was getting ready for work. I looked at her and I told her, "Did you do something different with your dust?"
I can actually tell that the hairs on your body have grown.
I saw some molecules. I saw some molecules in my bathroom this morning. I left some molecules on the seat, and I immediately wiped them off.
Every writer's bane.
What did you... Wait, Patrick, you're almost there. What did you wipe them off like? As if they were...
Like a maid.
Okay. That's yeah, all right.
You're getting there.
You're getting there.
I wiped them off like my family's maid should have.
Yes. Much better.
Now we're talking.
Now you're
We'll
See,
make
as-
a writer of you yet, my friend.
See, this is as somebody who's a part of the Caleb and Cameron writing school.
an academy, rather.
The Caleb
Yeah.
and Cameron
A
Writing Academy.
learnatorium.
I'm learning so much, and my parents are paying so much for me to learn.
Caleb and Cameron's Learnatorium for Languatology.
And graffiti.
and hip-hop.
Because the two are so connected.
Yes,
can we
'cause-
talk about that for a second?
I mean, hip-hop is what?
without
Hidden
hip-hop,
in
there would be
poetry.
no Moby Dick. There would be
No, absolutely not.
no William Shakespeare.
No James Joyce.
Moby Dick, by the way, is one of the most fantastic authors I've ever read. If you have not read his works,
I
You have to
urge
check
you
them out.
to pick up something of his. Also, support your local library. Okay? Support it. Go in there,
Yep.
rent out one of the computers. It's $2 an hour and play Fortnite.
You can also use the library computers to look up recipes and other different types of ways to make napalm, and you can look that up in the library, and you can't get in trouble for it
Also,
at the
anything,
library because
anything
it's
you
public.
look up, it's completely untraceable.
Uh-huh.
You're never going to know it was you.
I mean, unless somebody looks over your shoulder, not your problem. You can torrent things at the library.
Yep.
You can look up how to make bombs. You can type in a sentence that I can't say, but you can type it in on the library, and it's
I
fine.
have to say, I respect the library as a place of learning, but I haven't been able to go in there since they added DVDs to their offerings. It fills me with unspeakable rage.
I haven't been able to go in there since they banned me from going in there.
How did they ban you from going in there, or why?
It's not important, okay? I'm showing, not telling. I'll leave it at that. Number 6, they see reality as a template. Gassed.
Zoons!
Gadzooks, this is the truth to me.
Oh, alas,
What writer
if
doesn't
this is not
see
me.
reality as a template? You know, I look at a bus and I think, maybe I put a bus in my story. Maybe I put a big yellow bus into my story next time.
Definitely. I also I wrote an example of this that people is a fun fact about one of my works is everybody might remember the period piece I wrote about first female serial killer, which was actually called Period Piece. It was a bit of a wordplay.
A bitch of a wordplay.
A bitch
also.
of a wordplay, yes, because it was based on my wife. I actually used that as a template to create this curdled woman.
Yeah.
I never read that.
Blackened soul.
I just learned how to read.
I'm glad you didn't
back.
read that because you were a character in there too, my friend.
Was I really?
Every writer puts their friends into their works, and let me tell you, it's not always what they want to read.
Of course. I mean, I have.
You were in my book as a character named Sir Poop Poopsley.
I have a very interesting
What does that?
piece.
What does that translate
okay.
to? What is that?
Okay, well you can
What language?
listen.
What
listen,
language is
pal.
that in, and what does it translate to?
Listen, pal, you can pick up a copy of my book at your local Barnes & Noble, all right? And don't go getting it from any archive.org, because...
And how would I get to archive.org?
Me and a
Well,
fella...
you probably can't get to archive.org because me and Cameron are in the process of suing them into oblivion, where they're hopefully
really?
going to shut down. Yes, because it is an evil... I mean,
It's
information should be anything but free, right?
Definitely.
You should be working to earn information.
I agree.
What is knowledge but currency?
I agree with
Facts.
this. There's so much information I just don't care to pay for, and I don't want to pay for. And there's so many things that I could have learned, and I just didn't want to pay for it. I'd rather go and buy.
You, my friend,
extravagant
should be
meals.
on the gallows.
Why? What is a gallow?
To be
Pick up a
so
thesaurus
ignorant.
for once in your life, my friend.
What is that?
Pick up a dictionary for once in your
thinks
life.
it's an ancient reptile.
From
Some
where?
primeval beast
Oh, the
probably crossed his
leptonity.
mind.
Oh, the imbecilitiness.
My friend,
this guy.
my friend, you, my friend, would be the leader in a kakistocracy.
Well, I know what caca is.
I'm sure you do. Because it drips
that.
from your ears when you think too hard.
Oh, the delicious hilarity of the situation at hand.
Number 7. They push on despite knowing that their project may not be excellent. Now, I actually don't relate to this.
No, you're a bit of a quitter.
No. No. I've just never written anything that I would deem subpar. I'm sorry I have a higher standard for
Have you
the,
ever thought
work.
about how you actually want to be under par? And that the word subpar actually makes no sense. This is actually something I meditated on during one of my retreats.
Where have you been retreating as of late?
My parents' house.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, for months and months at a time.
Number 8, they rewrite things many times over. This I can relate to. I've been working on my book about a bug for. I've been writing it, rewriting it. It's a tough nut to crack.
This isn't. If you wouldn't mind, I can read a passage from one of my horror novels
I would adore to do such a thing.
The Beast of the Bloody Land that actually demonstrates this point.
Yes, go on.
I rewrote stuff quite a bit for this book. Let me read this passage right here. The Beast of the Bloody Land was very, 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 very scary. And I rewrote that word very, a multitude.
I think I speak for myself, Patrick, the audience, when I say bone-chilling, my friend. Rocked me to my core. My very essence was harmed by that story.
And that's only 2 pages of it.
Wow.
That scared me.
Number 8. They remake the same thing many times, only to get it right once. I mean, again...
this goes double for people who write cookbooks.
And cookbooks is... some people say that cookbooks are a lower form of literature. I disagree. Mm-hmm. I think that... I don't know if you've read Binging with Babish. He's one of my favorite authors recently. He's just... The way that he puts together ingredients, it's almost poetic.
Mm-hmm. And ingredients are the words of food.
Exactly. And the way that he somehow ties these ingredients to... television, movies, video game. I mean, it's truly an amazing piece of work.
Another very underrated form of writing, along with cookbooks, is the nutrition fact.
Yes.
Now
that is where words and science come together.
Yes.
Normally, I would say science and literature are completely incompatible.
I would say a match made in heaven, but considering we're dealing with science, I'd have to say a match made in a beautiful laboratory.
Mm-hmm.
True.
A match made by Stephen Hawking.
In heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Or hell.
Much like the match
now that's a story hook.
Much like the matches made between Jeffrey Epstein and Stephen Hawking.
Were they fucking with each other?
They went to an island.
Stephen Hawking wasn't. He was.
They did a split.
He was on the island.
There's no way.
Yeah. Actually
doing
look that
what?
up. Spinning.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
They had a skate park on the island for him.
Yeah, they were spinning him around like the Fresh Prince intro.
That is pretty fucking cool, man.
He was on the half pipe.
Mm-hmm.
But we digress.
Cool but back to the important stuff. Number 10. They write characters that are totally unlike them.
I agree.
Yes.
I mean, I've been writing books about mostly people with like huge lion's mane hairdos, dreadlocks, afros, none of which I hold on my head.
I wrote a story, or at least I attempted to write a story. It was difficult due to how similar the character was to myself.
Sometimes the mirror is ungodly.
Yes, especially when I wake up in the morning. I can't even look in there. I look at that mirror. I want to headbutt it.
Well, a writer's pain is where you get your inspiration from.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I tried to write a story about a guy who was 6 feet tall, and I got so upset just imagining a world
it's too close to you.
Because it's too.
The concept was too big for you to grapple with. I understand.
Yes. Yeah.
It was heady.
It disgusted
high
me.
Concept.
It disgusted me that somebody could be that tall. And I forgot what I said at the beginning of this. Wait, hold on.
Here, let me read a comment here.
It was actually easier to write a story about a guy who was 6 feet tall than it was. God damn it!
So that, my friend, you should have utilized a first and final draft.
Yeah,
a bit of writer lingo that you may not be familiar with, but I urge you to check out ask.com to discover one of the writer's greatest tools.
Is that similar to AskJeeves.com?
Ask Jeeves. Any writer who uses Ask Jeeves should be excommunicated.
And
from
here's
writing
the thing:
culture.
it's so frustrating is back in the day, if you wanted to learn something, right, you would crack open a book, right?
Right.
You'd crack open an encyclopedia, and you'd learn about it. Nowadays, these kids have Ask Jeeves in their pocket, right? They're
true.
asking Jeeves every damn question. Whatever happened to the beauty of mystery?
Exactly.
Now ask Jeeves. Well, Jeeves got all the answers.
I have half a mind to put out a hit on this Jeeves fella. Hold on, I've got to write that down. Now that's a story.
Jeeves has to be one of the smartest people in the world.
Yeah.
This fucking guy knows everything.
Here's
Also,
a comment
for a
here.
butler,
man.
pretty impressive.
Here's a comment here. It's fun writing characters that differ completely from your own character. I love writing in the viewpoint and voice of rather bolshy, loud, and arrogant males, or cunning and manipulative females. It's just
Wow.
fun experimenting with different styles and viewpoints and seeing how far you can stretch your imagination. It's a most satisfactory feeling when you feel you've accomplished it.
Oh, how I despise bullshit males.
Cunning and manipulative females. Hey, what are you writing? A story about every woman? Come on.
Author's Bane, my friend.
The author's bane is a woman.
The woman is like, I think it was Mark Twain.
The
who
woman
said,
is like the whiteout.
woman
to your,
is
to
the
your writing
whole of
progress.
the world. I think Mark Twain said.
Here's another comment from Max Aurelius. How is this unusual? And then he amended it. Edit. Again a year later. I kind of think the comment I made was unnecessary and kind of hypocritical of me, considering I was and still am an avid writer. Now here's
Well,
a man
that's
who can
interesting.
recognize his mistakes.
Evolution. You know what I mean? That's a huge part of the writer's.
Evolution is a huge part. I mean, it's like an orphanage, right? You take all your budding story ideas, you throw them into a pool together, you see who sinks and who swims. And it's only
So
it's
true.
only the survivor you wish to adopt and raise into a fully fledged adult with a beginning, middle, and end.
Real quick, let's do this other list by.
Really?
Yeah, we can run
We
through
got
this.
3.5 minutes.
Hey, that's okay with me. Top 10 things writers are sick of hearing. So, number 1 is put me in the story.
Oh,
I mean, I think we've all
I'm
struggled
rageful
with this.
just hearing that.
Yes.
I'm
I
full
agree.
of vengeful hate.
I'm full of chips. I'm
And
so
I say,
full.
okay, maybe I will put you in the story. Yeah, as a toilet,
Wow.
I'm going to name the toilet in the story after you.
Or
Hey, are you
perhaps
happy now, Mom?
megalomaniacal sex criminal.
Yeah, or maybe even one of the dookies that my main character takes and puts inside of the toilet that's also named after you. You fucking asshat for an ass.
You ass clown.
Oh, yeah, and good luck trying to debate a writer.
Oh,
Yes.
our insults are on another level.
I will tear you to shreds,
you
my friend.
shit fucker.
Linguistic shreds. You farting shit fat ass.
You dookie rat.
You smelly smucker. You sharder of a shit.
You
imbecile.
you
Here we go,
dumb
Patrick.
poop.
Did you hear that one? Did you hear that? I learned
You
that. I learned
shit
that just
poop.
now.
You crap
imbecile?
shit.
You are a what's this? A shit from a crap's ass. Yes. Talking dookie about a shitter again.
My friend,
Yeah.
it seems all 5 senses rather than just one are registering the smell of a fart in your presence.
I fart in your general direction. Monty Python.
Monty Python, also one of the greatest writers of our generation.
Yeah, his movies were so crazy.
Check out his graphic novelization of the Book of
Bible.
Mormon.
Oh, wrong one.
Yeah, you were thinking of
was
Terry
thinking of-
Gilliam.
I was thinking of South and Park.
Now tell me that you guys have never heard this before. Writer's block doesn't matter. Just keep going.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
yeah, sure.
I wish the writer's block was physical so I could bash my parents over the head with it when they bring this up at dinner.
I wish that it was a wooden block that I could stand on to reach things that were taller than me in the pantry.
See, now I wish it was more like a question mark block, and I could just keep hitting it until money comes out to fund my various novels and projects.
What's this, a coin shiny in gold as the surface of the sun?
Finding funding as an author is one of the greatest banes of my existence, and one of the author's banes as well. I mean, one of my last books I wrote had a massive space fight sequence spanning almost 30 pages, and it cost upwards of $30 million to put that to the page.
Wow.
Because I needed to, as every writer does, I needed to compose CGI footage, video footage of the scene so I could describe it and put it to the page.
How am I supposed to describe something that I can't see?
I can't walk outside and look at a spaceship shooting a laser. That's why until I got a budget, my first 20 books were all about homeless people asking me for money, because that's what happens when I go outside. That's what I see in my life.
Wow.
And
that's truly something that I don't experience, but I mean, hearing it from you,
and we can end on this. This is
okay.
And I will say, I
didn't
gave
know
the
where I
money
was going
until I got the $30 million.
This is, you must be a terrible speller. Okay, right? Yeah, been there. Okay, maybe the word flop has a curly bracket in it. Okay, did you never consider that? Right, and then here's the comment. Oh, come on. We writers do go back over and fix spelling into not that big of a deal. And that's from I Love to Read and Write.
Wow.
I mean,
I love to read and write. I'm actually very upset that this person has this username on this website, because that's my username on every other social media, but I had to be I Love to Write too on the top 10s because of this freak.
You should message them.
Oh, I already have. Hundreds of times, graphically, threateningly, to the point where I'm in big trouble.
Often copied, never replicated. Okay, and I would like to bid our audience a great adieu.
Oh, adieu.
And once I find out what that means, I can say it too.
Au revoir.
And
adios.
Again, when I find out,
and let me just say, the end.
Wow.